Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Simplifying Your Golf Game. I'm Jimmy Flippen Jr., Director of Instruction here at the Waterfront Country Club here in Moneta, Virginia. One thing I love doing is taking advantage of some late afternoon sun. We've got good weather here for a change, and I wanted to actually come out and practice my free throws. So if you'll just give me just a quick second. Wait a second. Did you catch that? I said free throws. I know you're wondering, Jimmy, you don't have a basketball in your hand. You're nowhere near a gym. In fact, I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit, and you can clearly see I'm on the putting green. So why would I actually say that I want to practice my free throws? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Basically speaking, we all understand that when it comes to a putt and making putts, we need to have correct line and correct speed. Well, here recently, I've been struggling a little bit with my speed control, in that, especially on an uphill putt, I'm having trouble getting the ball to get to the hole. All the other sports that you play, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, if you're throwing the ball, you're not looking at the ball, you're looking at what you're throwing to. So, for example, a basketball player, he's always looking at the hoop when he's shooting a basketball. A baseball player is always looking to his teammate to make sure that he is getting the ball to go in that direction. And football, oh, well, great. We've got some great games going on right now, and I tell you what, these quarterbacks, they're trying to find their receivers, but they're looking at their receiver or where their receiver is headed when it comes to throwing the ball to them. Golf is different. In golf, we don't look at where we're going. We're looking at what we're sending to our target, namely the ball. But one of the things that happens sometimes when we're putting is subconsciously, our eyes have a tendency to guide the putter head through the ball. So what I wanted to show you today is what I call the free throw drill. Now, again, I've got a flag up here in front of me, and I got a little bit of an uphill putt. But what I want to actually do is I actually want to set up to the ball, okay, get my stance, get all nice and comfortable, get myself lined up. But right before I take the club back, I'm going to actually turn my head, and I'm going to look at the hole. Let's see what happens when I do that. Okay? Now, if you've never done this drill before, I can tell you wholeheartedly, the first couple of times you do this, the ball will go screaming by the hole. Why is that? Because now your eyes are not trying to guide the putter head through the stroke. You're just simply swinging back, swinging through, the ball's getting in the way, and off she goes. In fact, some of the times when you do this, it'll actually look like the ball is not rolling as fast as it's moving. Now you can clearly see on that second putt right there, that ball whipped by the hole pretty hard. So let me see here, third time's a charm, right? How about that? Look at there. Made it dead center. So the next time you're trying to work on some of your speed putts, especially when you're trying to hit putts uphill, let's take a moment. Let's kind of think to our buddies that play basketball in the hardwood. Let's shoot some free throws. Let's look at the hole while we're putting, just to get ourselves a little bit better feel and an understanding of what the distance is, and let that translate into our hands. So try that a few times and just see what happens and how much more fun you'll have seeing the ball go running up to the hole as opposed to just barely getting there. We'll see you next time.